Hi, I'm Casey Miller from the Door County Community Foundation, and today I'm chatting with Brian Stavinsky Williams, who is the Executive Director for the Boys and Girls Club of Door County. How are you today, Brian?
I'm doing great, Casey. Thanks for having us on.
Great, great. So, Brian, I think most people in the community are aware of what the Boys and Girls Club does nationwide and within Door County, but in case anybody who's watching doesn't know about the club, can you just tell us, what does the Boys and Girls Club do?
So we provide after school and summer programs for kids K-8 at the moment. And they come in, either during the summer or after school, and we provide a variety of educational programs, music programs, art programs. It's really just a safe place for kids to go when they can't be at home with their families, and it gives them lots of opportunities to learn and grow. But the best thing I can say is please come in and take a look, because it's hard to explain in a very short amount of time just all the different things that we do for kids and families and the community at large.
So presumably the massive health crisis that's going on is affecting your day-to-day operations. How have you pivoted to change from what the club generally is to taking a different route in helping our community?
Well, it was in fact a very sharp but easy pivot in many ways. The schools closed, we closed. We actually closed a couple days earlier as a precaution, but we went straight into food, which we do every day, year round. So it started out small. We just turned our kitchen into not only production but packaging and distribution, and we became one of the main sites in the community where vulnerable families could come and get meals. And then in the course of doing those, our leadership team started working with the Community Foundation and United Way, the Medical Center, the Y, and a variety of, a whole long list of other community partners to develop a broader effort, which is the Door County Meals Cooperative. So from Algoma to Fish Creek, we are now distributing 750 meals. We've been fortunate. The Community Foundation and United Way provided an emergency relief grant to help cover a chunk of those costs. This is a labor-intensive program. We can typically do the summer lunch program, for example, with 2 people in the kitchen. That's 700 lunches with 2 people. You can't even touch that with this emergency program, because the need for sanitation is repetitive. So you have to clean in multiple steps throughout the whole process. You have to disinfect when things come back from when the coolers come back, they have to be disinfected. You got to deep clean the kitchen at the end of the night. You've got to clean in between. Then there's all of the prep and the packaging, and then the repackaging, because it's one thing to get the food into a container, then you have to get the containers into the cooler, then you have to get the coolers out to the pickup site and so forth. So logistically, it's pretty intense.
The community is really collaborating, which is just a wonderful thing to see. And with such unfortunate circumstances, it's nice to see everyone coming together. Can you talk a little bit more about, you touched on the Emergency Response Fund. How specifically are you using those grant dollars to move forward with this huge undertaking?
Well, so let me just give you one example of a bill that's tied to this project. So I think if you imagine your own grocery bill for just a moment and how much that is for 4 people, multiply that by more than 100, several hundred in fact, and the cost it's intense. So the first food bill, which probably covers 2 weeks, was $15,000.
Wow.
So that first grant from the Community Foundation and United Way went straight to the cost of covering a portion of the first month's operation. And we certainly appreciate being part of this whole effort. It fit well with skills we already have. And, we'd much rather be open Monday through Friday, offering, opportunities for kids to learn how to play ukulele, or work with our glass volunteers, or any number of different things that they get to do when they're here. You know, going out and planting our garden. You know, the list is long and always evolving. We will get back to that. It's just a question of how soon and, you know, and what it looks like. It's an uncertain time, but it's really uplifting to, you know, see how people have come together to help everyone forward.
It truly is. It truly is. Well, thank you, Brian, for taking the time out of your very busy schedule to share just a little bit about what it is you're doing at the Boys and Girls Club and the collaboration that's happening amongst all of these nonprofits. So we appreciate you taking the time to share that with us. And for everyone watching, if you want to learn more about Door County's Emergency Response Fund, to make a gift, if an organization would like to apply, you can visit responddoorcounty.org.